good questions, guys. How about I just wear a kimono? That will work, right? And I'm ready. Two things before I'm going to begin. You might be thinking, Elise, why are you in the boutique and not at home? This is where the iced coffee is. And also, it is where my sewing machine is. Ever since my new intern she started, I have just kind of kept my sewing projects, everything here, so that I don't have to bring them forth and back all the time and potentially forget something she needs to be able to work. So, I'm so happy to say that this video is sponsored by Skillshare. As someone who loves to explore new sides of myself and the world, Skillshare is just the perfect community to do that. There are so many different classes that you can explore just by clicking on them from your computer or your phone. I've been looking into classes such as sewing, photography, time management, and also a lot on social media and how they evolve. So there's just like endless possibilities to what you can look into on Skillshare. Recently I was following a class by a guy called Benji Wilson called Create the Best Instagram Captions. So it was a perfect class for somebody like me who is a content creator and who's using social media platforms a lot in my work. New exciting classes are added to Skillshare all the time, so there are endless opportunities to explore new and to challenge yourself creatively. And guess what? It's less than $10 a month with an annual subscription. But the coolest thing about this video being sponsored by Skillshare is that the first 1,000 people to press the link in the subscription can get 2 months of free premium membership for Skillshare. That is crazy lovely, guys. So go have a look, and thank you so much again to Skillshare for sponsoring this video that will now continue. I have had on my mind that it would be fun to try and see if I could sew a pair of pants. I have these with an elastic waist. They are linen, by the way, but they're really simple. I've been wearing these a ton. They're super comfortable and really lovely to wear, so I'm thinking I might want to try and copy these. Then I have something that I want to fix up because I have this dress that I've had for a long time. I usually wear it around like autumn time and winter. It's a vintage dress in this beautiful color scheme, but it is very, very big. So what I was thinking was that I could potentially like redo it so it's gonna fit me more nicely. Okay, I do have this that is actually really comfortable. This fabric is beautifully pink and then with some, I think it's supposed to be flowers like this on it, but it has a really nice feel. It's cotton. I think that would work really nice as trousers. So let's see what the first question of the day should be. What do you think about love? Would you like to marry one day? I love love. I'm a big sucker for love in general, and of course I would love to find love someday. Drink every time I say love. Cheers! I would obviously love to find somebody special one day. I went to a wedding in March, and I just feel like so many of the things that you say yes to in church is not something I can agree with or something I want to say yes to. So I don't know about a wedding in traditional ways. I actually don't think I'm gonna do that or go down that road unless it's something my husband, or potential future husband, really wants. I don't think so. Maybe one day, like I've heard people say that they never thought they would want to get married until they found their special significant other, and then after they found them, they had just been wanting to get married ever since. So it might change, but since I'm not religious in any way, I find it hard to imagine someday wanting that, but I won't say never because I don't know what's gonna happen. So Okay, one leg is here. Almost done. I have just cut the pants because I thought I needed just a little bit of brain space to do that without messing up. The next part is to decide what to sew together first. Here's a quick one. Your favorite Danish language novel and English language novel. I never read novels. That's a really easy one to answer. If I ever read anything, it's very much facts and factual, and I want to learn something. I can't sit still to read a novel. I've never been able to do that in my life. And also another easy one. Do you ever have rent inspections at your apartment? Because in Australia apparently they have rent inspections once every 3rd month. And no, I've lived in my apartment now for almost 4 years and I've never had my landlord visiting, so nope. But yeah, what I'm gonna do first, I'm gonna sew it together here first. Do you wish you were in a relationship? That's a serious question. If I wish I was in a relationship, it's not something I wish for. It's not really the aspect of being in a relationship that I would like to find at some point. It's more the having somebody special, so it doesn't really have to be a boyfriend. It could just be somebody I was seeing. But just like getting to know someone is like the fun aspect of it, not really the serious part of being in an actual relationship and having to meet each other's parents or like that kind of things are not really something I miss, or yeah, it's more of just having somebody to get to know. That would be fun to try. Because if you ask me if I wanted to move together with someone, like live with a boy again, I'm like, no. Nope. I'm doing it the wrong way. No, I'm not. Okay, let's just take the last family relation question. That is, are you afraid of never finding love and having a family? Because I know a lot of people feel like this. I can sometimes be afraid that I won't find a good match with me when it comes to love. But I don't stress about kids and having my own family because I feel like I do have a family. So in case I never get kids myself, I will just be like the best aunt in the world for my siblings and their kids. I love my nephew. As an example, my brother became a dad last year, and let's say I was never going to have kids myself, I would just step in and have like a bigger role in his life. So I'm not really afraid of not having kids myself because it's not really a major thing for me. Might be in the future, it's just not already. It's actually often something that makes me feel a little bit trapped in some way and like, oh, I don't know. So no, I do feel like I have a family in case I don't get to have kids myself. But I can definitely feel sometimes that finding someone I feel a deep connection to can be really difficult. So yeah, I'm just going to sew these. I sewed them together on the middle and then also down here, so that looks good. And I think I'm going to do that with the other side as well now. So the next question, I think this person is going to get really disappointed with my answer, because the question is, how does it feel to become older? Do you feel wiser or more happy? Is life getting easier? More joyful? I have never been good at getting older. It's not something I'm a fan of. Of course, I feel so happy and lucky to be able to get older, but I also find it really hard, and I often struggle with age and not feeling my age, even though it's a silly thing, because who really decides how and where you should be when you are at a certain age? But I've just always felt the age pressure, so I have never felt comfortable getting older, and it's been like that since I think I turned 22 or something. I will say that I have never felt more comfortable in my own skin than I do now, which has definitely also something to do with the fact that I'm older. I just feel more calm, confident. I don't feel like I compare myself as much as I did when I was younger. When I was younger, I always tend to feel like everybody else were a lot better than me and that I was nothing special. So that also infected relationships and such, because I always felt that my significant other could easily go and replace me with somebody else. That I don't feel anymore. I feel very comfortable and also confident in knowing who I am and knowing what I'm good at, knowing there are things that I'm not good at, like all of that, like insight in my own personality and my limits. I feel super comfortable with all of that now. So definitely wiser, but I will never get really good at getting older when it comes to age and aging. I'm going to pin these pants. I'm gonna pin these pants. That was not good. Ow. Yeah, there's a lot of aspects to getting older. I love feeling more comfortable, but I also find it really hard that every single year I get older, I just feel more disattached to my age, like the number that I have to say when people ask. I just don't feel 26 in the way that, you know, all of the thoughts and expectations you would have had 10 years ago when you thought of a 26-year-old. I just don't feel like I'm there emotionally. There is a lot of growth that has come with the age. So yeah, I'm an old lady. Now I'm gonna sew this together. I'm just ready to answer a few more quick questions. Are you still friends with Daniel? To those of you who don't know, Daniel was my ex-boyfriend and he was very much here on my YouTube channel. I still talk to him, yeah, and we're still friends. We don't see each other very often because he has a whole different new life. Do you believe in Jesus? Nope, I don't. I'm an atheist. What is the red lipstick? It is Kat Von D in Lolita, I believe, is the red color. How is sexual education where you live? That's a really tough question to answer since I'm an old lady. So I have not been taught sexual education. I've not had that as a subject in school since I was like 12 years old or something. So I actually have no idea if it's good or bad here in Denmark, if the kids are learning enough. I actually, like right now, I think the pants I'm gonna make are gonna be way too small for me. Ouch! 64, that's the waist. I won't in any way be able to pull these up over my hips that are 100 all around, when this will only be about 64 centimeters. Why did I not think about it that I had to make them very straight up and then I was gonna put in the elastic and that would pull them in? Because this is not gonna work. Even if I put in like a zipper in the side, it's not gonna fit me. My waist is about 68 to 70 centimeters. So, okay, so if I make them down to here instead, then they're going to be 74 centimeters before I've sewn this side, so they're going to be about 72 centimeters. But then I still need a zipper. I've never done anything with a zipper before. That's a fail for this video, guys. This would be the pants if they worked. Oh, damn it. The next project that I brought along is this dress that is so beautiful, but it would look a lot more flattering if it was just a little bit smaller here around the waist. Like, just imagine if we removed this much here. Now is about the time that it gets very clear to everyone that I'm not a very organized person. I've pretty much just pinned in these where I thought it was gonna look good. So I'm going to use the pink thread and just try to sew it together, and hopefully it's gonna look a lot better. If not, we're gonna remove it again. So that's what I'm just going to try and do. It's a very homemade dress, by the way. Like the inside, yeah, it looks very homemade. So looks like something I could have done. Nope, Elise, nope. Okay. Cross your fingers for me. I have messed up. So this is the dress after the alterations. It is a lot better around the waist. Like there is still space. I could definitely still like use a belt, but it just looks a lot better also worn without a belt now. Successful dance. Thank you so much for watching this video. I know that when it comes to the sewing part, it wasn't the most successful ever, but I just thought it would be fun to have me doing something while I was answering some questions. And I will look at some more videos on Skillshare to get better at sewing, that's for sure. I need some more help, but thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, leave a thumbs up. Remember to jump down into the top of the description to find the link to Skillshare. The first 1,000, 2 months of free premium membership. That's a lot, guys. So thank you so much for watching. Gonna see you all very soon. Gotta stop rambling. Bye, guys.